I collected the balance from the customer August 5th. So how we record? Cash collection definitely increase cash debit, cash, and we don't have accounts receivable when we collect the balance. Alright? So what's the balance of accounts receivable? It was, again, that's why if you're really good at making T account, using T account, that's going to be your super tool. I'm going to use this one. Accounts receivable. Actually, when we sold our product, 100 debit, but we accepted return. So what's the balance? $80. So when we collect, we expect to collect $80. So accounts receivable balance $80. Okay. Accounts receivable balance $80. So can we collect $80 total? No. Why? Because of this. We granted 110 net 30 discount to the customer. So customer made payment within 10 days, right? So we are not collect $80 total. We must we're gonna collect at the subtraction of discount amount. 1% of $80. How much? 80 cents. So we're gonna collect only how much? 79.2. Alright? Debit $79.20. Credit $80. So that's not an accounting. We need 80 cents here. What's that? Think about it. Just a second. For a second. That's sales discount. How do you feel? It's very complicated. I hope you remember when I explained net sales, we started from sales, gross sale, and then if we have sales return or allowance, we need to deduct. If we have sales discount, also we need to deduct. We have sales discount. We record sales discount account and sales return and allowance account when we are seller's point of view. So this sale, actually when we accepted a return from the customer, we do not use sales account, but we use sales return and allowance account, like here. Good. When we sell actually the product, we use sales account. When we accept return, we use sales return and allowance opposite. When we actually granted discount and then when we collect within the discount agreement, we use sales discount. So what's net sale? $100 minus $20 minus 80 cents. That's our net sales. You got it? So that's perpetual inventory system, buyer's point of view, seller's point of view, journal entry. That's how we record. That's me, that's me. Same thing. Because of the nature of business, as I mentioned, merchandising industry, I have to change my point of view. When I purchase as a buyer, when I sell as a seller. It's not like that. Buy and sell, buy and sell. How many transactions is going to happen at one branch of Walmart? Maybe 5,000, 10,000 per day. Buyer, seller, right? They have to purchase and sell. That's why. So I said, it's going to drive you crazy. We need a lot of practice for that. Once again, if I sum up, by using perpetual inventory system, under the buyer's point of view, your purchase, shipping charge, and return, even discount, or inventory accounting you obtained. And then, when you're a seller, you record revenue. At the same time, level of inventory and cost of goods. We need two sets. It's a seller's point of view. Return, because we physically got that return back, so we can sell later, we have to reverse the amount of inventory and cost of goods, so we accepted return. So we need two sets. When we collect, actually, because we granted, we use what? Sales discount, like a sales RNA. I hope you can find this one. How we keep the level of inventory and cost of goods sold in real time, while we just update the inventory at the buyer's point of view. When we reduce inventory, we match exactly same amount of cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold and inventory out, that's exactly the same amount. That's how we keep, that's how we operate perpetual inventory system to have real-time balance. I know it's a little bit confused, so yeah, that's very confused concept. We need to practice a lot. I'm going to introduce several practice questions for that. Before I let you go, I have to ask a couple of more questions from here. What if this is not return, but allowance? Let's say $20. This amount is not return. That's the amount of allowance we granted. Then, what's going to be our journal entry? Think about it. Allowance. What's the allowance? As I explained. We not going to get back the inventory physically, but we grant allowance to make our customer satisfied. Alright? So, we do not record second journal entry. There's no second journal entry for allowance. But we use the account, this account, sales, return, and allowance account. Same thing. You don't have second one. It's allowance. That's my first additional question. Second one. FOB shipping point, $10. That means who's going to pay? Free onboard shipping point, $10. So, buyer is going to pay under this agreement. What's my position? Seller. That's why we didn't record anything. That's not my business. Buyer is going to pay. But what if It's not shipping point, destination point. If it's a destination point, how are we going to record for shipping charge? Yeah, I have to pay the seller's point of $10. How are we going to record shipping? Inventory? Like this? No. We have to use separate account, which is freight out. Then cash $10. That's confused. Why here? Why here? They're different. Once again, how did I define? How did I define the definition of cost of goods sold? Cost of product. Total amount of money we paid until the goods are ready for sale. Right? Before goods are ready for sale on the shelf. That's part of cost. That's why, as a buyer's point of view, when we need to pay shipping charge under FOB shipping point, that's part of your inventory and then match with the cost of goods sold when it's sold. What about this freight as a seller's point of view? Because we have FOB destination, $10. Who's going to pay? Seller has to pay in this case. So when we pay $10, that's before on the shelf? No, that's after. That's not part of cost of goods sold. That's not part of cost of product. That's definitely what? Selling cost. Selling cost. That's operating. Selling and admin cost. That's operating cost. That's part of operating cost. So we have freight out $10 as an operating cost, not part of cost of goods. That's why we need to understand definition first. When we make our decision, recognition concept in the future, we are going to stick with the definition first. So, freight charge when we pay as a buyer's point of view, increase inventory. Seller's point of view, when we need to pay, that's freight out selling cost. Okay? That's pretty much a major concept for perpetual inventory system, buyer's point of view, seller's point of view. Well, let's practice.